Oh man, guys, I was not expecting a part two to this. I do have a reaction to the first one. Absolutely loved it. But this time I went down here and kind of read the story, right? Read the story. And it looks like she took the candle and blew it out, cutting them off from the magic for good. And then it says, where does Mirabelle go from now? What does the family do and what happens? Well, if I were to take an educated guess, now you are confronted, right, with the humanity of you, which some of them actually didn't want their power. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them were a little bit more happier. But the song was titled Nothing Left to Lose, which is from Mirabelle's standpoint. But anyways, let's go ahead and shut up and turn it up.
No one should have this much power, especially when they lord it over others. I've done you a favor. The magic was a curse, not a blessing. But you'd still manipulate your family and do anything to get it back, wouldn't you? Who do you think you are, gambling with lives again? Kids up for auction to sate your dumb greed. Who do you think you are, come to petition hearts? The chips it down so you beg on your knees. Who do you think you are, lost all you're living for? Surely you see all the harm it brought us. Who do you think you are, family means nothing now? Not when you're selling your sons and daughters. And I've bet all I have to see this house collapse. So are you feeling scared now? Feel that sweat on your brow now. You know I have nothing left to lose. Changing your tune, oh we're so proud of you. Didn't you hear? You're no longer what I choose. Don't you underestimate victims as they're lying wait. Cause you can be sure they'll be striking back.
Yeah, that's facts, right? Because, when you're backed into a corner, right, then you ain't got nothing left to lose. So you start striking out. You do some of the things that you never thought that you was capable of. But the interesting thing about this is that obviously she's blowing out the candle. So we're not necessarily sure what's happening to all their powers. We assume that they're gone, but she has pretty much evened the scales, right? So now if they do in fact lose their powers when the candle's blown out, I mean the candles have brought them their powers. Now, like I said, they're confronted with their humanity. They're just like her, but they may not know how to live in that type of world without powers because they relied on them, such a crutch. But knowing why the grandma was the way she was, I can't get that out of my head that, because she lost, you guys know the story and everything, that's kind of what fueled the reason why she was with the way she was. But we're kind of omitting that out of here and just kind of saying, it's for greed. Because at the end of the day, she didn't make a choice. It 100% was for greed. But evening the scales, tipping the scales in her favor, is just interesting. And I do believe down here in the description, it did say, yeah, so cutting them off from the magic for good. So, nothing left to lose can work both ways here. Nothing left to lose, as in they could revolt against her, right? Because they missed their powers, or obviously her, nothing left to lose, which resulted in her blowing out the candle because she got that up.
Don't you underestimate victims as they're lying wait. Cause you can be sure they'll be striking back. Bets are placed and I'm all in. Sure they say the house will win, but with everything I've been through, you'll learn to fear the one with nothing left to lose. No one left for me, no one to hold on to. But in truth, really, was there ever? Do I regret my choice? Did I forget myself? Have I brought on a new contender? No, I won't doubt myself. No, my choice. Did I forget myself? Have I brought?
Oh, that's interesting. Have I brought on a new contender? I brought on a new contender, not necessarily another person, but another person. Well, yeah, another person, but another person within yourself. Have I brought somebody in that's going to combat my choices? A lot of us find ourselves in this type of situation, maybe, right, where we feel ourselves turning into a different person, or we might get a little idea or a little spark of how things used to be as compared to how we are now. And depending on how strong that spark is, it could feel like it's combating, which could throw you into an existential crisis. Is that the word I'm looking for? Right? That kind of makes you wonder, sit there and think, wow, what am I doing? Yeah, kind of like a midlife crisis. if you will, right? That could be summarized as another contender kind of coming in and starting to doubt the choices and stuff that you made, especially when you take a step back and just think about your actions and kind of just think about your life and where you really wanted to go.
In truth, really, was there ever? Do I regret my choice? Did I forget myself? Have I brought on a new contender? No, I won't doubt myself, not when the die is cast. The fates have spoken out their conclusion. But did I have a choice? Is free will truly mine? Is my freedom all an illusion? And
Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. Is freedom? Oh, did you say that again?
The fates have spoken out their conclusion. But did I have a choice? Is free will.
Ooh, but did I have a choice? Is free will truly mine? That's another way of saying you're obviously regretting your choices, right? When you have done something that you just simply cannot believe in, and you just like, I can't believe I really made that choice. And it's kind of throws everything. I've been in these situations like this. Like, I can't believe I really did that. And then I think that's kind of the type of stuff that leads to a lack of accountability. Because then you start blaming other people for the decisions that you made because you just simply cannot believe that you made a decision. That all ties back into what's going on here, right? She felt strong enough, a conviction strong enough for her to blow that candle out, right? It seemed so sure at the time, but then afterwards, she's like, I might have made a great mistake because other people drove her to make the decision. But at the end of the day, she made that decision, and coming to grips with that can cause chaos, right? That accountability.
Will truly mine. Is my freedom all an illusion? And I've bet all I have.
It's too late to go back though.
To see this house collapse. So are you feeling scared now? Feel that sweat on your brow now. You know I have nothing left to lose. Changing your tune, oh, we're so proud of you. Didn't you hear? You're no longer what I choose. Don't you underestimate victims as they lie in wait. Cause you can be sure they'll be striking back. Bets are placed and I'm all in. Sure, they say the house will win, but with everything I've been through, you'll learn to fear the one with nothing left to lose. Spent my
A moth flying to what's the saying? A moth getting too close to the flame that you'll eventually get burned. There's the Greek mythology. What was his name? Icarus flew too close to the sun and got burned. Right, chasing after something that looks, chasing after a goal, but you do it too much that you start burning yourself out. Does she feel burnt out? Is that what this is an analogy to? Who's the moth in this situation? Is it her? She's achieved what she wanted, but at the cost of what? Destruction, right? Destruction of herself, yeah, because she's tearing down, mentally battling between the decisions that she made. But it's too late, right? You already went all the way through. Nothing left to lose means sometimes total annihilation or not necessarily caring about oneself. So, moth to a flame.
Spent my every day trying to play your game to appease and please you. Eyes filled with disdain, a candle to a flame that I must live up to. Your love wasn't real, a fake petty ploy to manipulate us, naming your failings, but don't believe a word you're saying. Give me one reason why I should give up the fight. 'Cause if I let you win, then all of this will be for nothing, and we'll go back to the hell we were in. So are you feeling scared now? You know I have nothing left to lose. Changing your tune. Oh, we're so proud of you. You're no longer what I choose. Don't you underestimate victims as they lie in wait. 'Cause you can be sure they'll be striking back. That's a place that I'm already. Should I say the house will win? With everything I've been through, you'll learn to fear the one with nothing left to lose.
Man, Lydia, the Bard, and Ben have just been crafting these masterpieces that you just can't wait to start watching. God, lot. And not only that, but the conversations, right? Because I read you guys' comments, and some of you guys, much more smarter than I am, come through with some realizations and not in theories about different ways that this could have been perceived. And that's the fun part of it. You know what I mean? It's like one of the reasons why I create reaction videos, because I like to share experiences with people, but even more better, I like to read the comments and have dialogue with you guys down there. So y'all let me know what else you guys thought about this. Maybe there's some obvious things I'm missing. Maybe I just missed the whole thing, but I like diving in deep to this type of stuff. But so Dave's out.